So what do we have in here? This is the window. So we're gonna look at this and see how we need to fit it. Then prep the van so that we can put the window in. We've had to wait because it's been so warm that we weren't sure whether it'd be too hot to try and fit it. Mark is trying to finish off parts of the floor. Some of the foam is what we've been sorting out. Oh, he's now doing the silver foil in between. Go for it, Mr. Ford.
Okay, so obviously we've put the cellophane down, we've sealed in between all the battens and everything. It's all airtight, watertight, vapor tight down on the floor. Only problem is once you put the ply down, trying to find the battens to fix to could be a slight problem. So with my wonderful neat drawing on the board, we've got where the battens wrong ways, where the seat's going to fix to, and the buttons that we put down, the fixings for the seats here and here. Another button running right the way through the board, which joins up to the long ones, and obviously another button here, which is where I've done the centre of the buttons, so then we can fix down with screws all the way across and have a nice tight floor.
Perfect.
Perfect, indeed. And all the while we've got a DJ going in the park.
Yeah, so the kids are DJing in the park. I'll drop a I'll drop a little video in there right now. Everybody, you are joining me on a stunning sunny Saturday morning. I have to say I am absolutely loving the weather in the UK at the moment. It's just so nice to wake up and know that it's sunny and it's warm and we can just crack on. Anyway, what would a Saturday morning be without a trip to Tool Station? So I've come to collect some bits and pieces that will really help us to crack on with today. So today we're going to be fitting the window. Whoop whoop. Last night we finished the floor. When I say we, actually Mark, well, he finished another section of the floor, which means that we were able to really map out where the other chair is going. We've got that second bit of that floor to finish, which means that he'll actually probably start on that maybe even before I've got back. But it is actually quite early-ish. I can't see the time on here. Give me 1 second. There you go, nearly 8:15. So yeah, so really wanting to be able to kind of crack on today. We've got a little bit of time that we can work on the van, and then Mark is going to collect Nevaeh, who's been at guide camp all week, and she is so excited about all the things that she's done that we can't wait to hear all about that. So let's go and get our stuff. So I just picked up some more adhesive. Mark had ordered 1 can and the tape, and we've got nuts, washers, there's bolts in there as well. Ugh, for the seat. But this, so he ordered 1 can, but we need to put down the underlay for the floor and the vinyl for the floor, which is arriving on Wednesday. 1 can, really don't think is going to do enough. I don't think that's going to be enough, so I bought another 3 cans. That's fine, because I also know that we've got a bit more undoing to do, so we're going to have to take off the vapor barrier and some of the insulation that's already been laid down on the van from the previous owners, and that's because we need to do a little bit of the wiring behind, and also Mark found a light that hadn't been dealt with. And so we just want to make sure that all electrical points are accounted for and they're safe, because that insulation obviously can catch fire. So we're going to do that. But when we put it all back in, we're going to use that adhesive to spray it and to stick it onto the van, which that hadn't happened before, just so we can make it a little bit tighter, a bit more compact. So let's get back and get cracking. So I've done the most important thing when I got back. Made coffee. So Mark is just finishing off doing the silver tape to seal all of this in. He did have the help from the girls. How did that go, baby?
Help. Help from the... I need help.
It requires a lot of patience as a parent when your children want to help, doesn't it?
Yeah, I need the Samaritan's number after that. Shouldn't you put one piece down?
Oh, yeah, it requires a lot of patience, and sometimes when you really want to just get stuff done, that can actually be a bit of a challenge, but we are trying. Yeah, we are trying. Grace has been pretty cool. She's been involved in a lot of the things, but she likes that. She really likes practical stuff. Alina does, but she has the attention span of a gnat sometimes, so yeah. Right, I'm gonna drink coffee.
Oh, this is impossible with one thumb.
Oh, do you want me to would you like me to do that for you? So we managed to measure the window, and we started to make a template from cardboard. We were a little bit busy and a little bit stressed to have filmed that bit, but basically what we did is that we just measured from the outside to the inside part of the window to make the cardboard big enough, and then now Mark's just trying to do the corners, so you can see that we're going to use a Stanley knife to round these off. At this side, it doesn't have corners that round off, it's dead straight. When Mark removes the cardboard, when he's finished, I'll show you. But look, I'm loving the little doodle, Mark.
Thank you.
So yeah, as you can see here, oh actually you might not be able to because of the way the light is, but it just stops here, there's nothing here. That's just all glass for the window. Same as here, there you go, that's a little bit above, a better view. In comparison to this end, which obviously then has an edge all the way to the top. When you don't have the right workbench. So this is the last board of the floor going in.
So you'd have to lift it up. So you can do the top and I can do the bottom. You'd have to lift it up and put it flat down and press it down.
So what, you stand up there. Mind, don't stand on the silver bits. No, you can, that's it. You can stand in the middle. Don't stand on these bits, alright? So I'm going to pick it up. I'm going to put it towards you. Okay?
So With the floor finished, it means that we're now free to be able to continue with the window. So here we are mapping out the template on the actual panel of the van. And you'll just see exactly how that goes. It is not straight. So we need to do it again. Okay, so apart from being extremely hot, you can see now that I've been cutting obviously the window part, but can you see this metal bit around here? So I can't cut round that with the jigsaw. Oh, sorry, a bit too close with the jigsaw. So you may have seen in the hyperlapse that it snapped the blade. So we're going to need to use a grinder for that. I've never used a grinder before. To be fair, I've never used a jigsaw before until now. And I've never cut metal before until now. So you can see a little bit at the top. And I haven't done around the side because I need to drill a bigger hole to get around this side. And I might see if I can do that in a minute, but I struggled with the last one because I'm just not very tall, so I can't get a lot of pressure on it. But Mark's needed to go and pick Nevea up now, so that's delayed process. We've put a sheet on the chairs to stop any of the small metal filings going on the chair. You might be able to see them just there all over the floor, and they can be a bit of a bugger. They're really sharp, so you have to be super careful. But so far, for the first time I've ever used a jigsaw and first time I've ever cut metal, pretty proud of myself right now. Girl power. So we've done the window up until where this bar is, but Mark thinks that it's better, sorry, this bar here. Mark thinks it's better to do this from the inside than it is to try and do it from the outside. So that's what we're going to try and do right now. Okay, so we identified that there was a problem, and that's that when we go to put the rubber seal around, it wasn't going to fit in where that bar went across. Unfortunately, one of our girls fell over. So while I was seeing to Alina, I'll come in closer so you can see what Mark's done. So this was the metal bit that was in the way. And what did you do, Mark?
All I stuck on with was like chewing gum or like a compound of some sort.
Okay.
So I just cut through it with a knife.
Yeah.
This end wasn't fixed because it's broken off there.
Yeah.
So it's just popped off.
Cool.
It was stuck on there like that.
Will you be able to do the same with the other one, or is that not going to be quite as easy?
Go on.
So let's have a look. This side So you can see what we're talking about. The rubber seal has to come all the way around here, and then when it comes to here, it's not going to be able to go round like this. So
just need to make sure I replace it. Otherwise, when we're travelling along, there's potential to and vibrate potentially.
okay.
We'll make sure we paint all the edges now, seal them all. Yeah, rust.
We've got the stuff in the kit.
Yeah, got the stuff in the kit. Put it on, whack a seal on. Hopefully get a window in the next hour or so. I've got the hat on because the
Are you excited?
sparks are burning my head. I've got no hair to protect my bald head.
Aww.
Yes, yes, one is excited.
Good. This one is the reversing camera. Oh, let me see if I can focus on that better. The reversing camera cable, so that was all behind. We need to be able to get access to that. The other thing that we also need to get access to is here. So these are for the bulbs for the backlights and the indicators and that type of thing. So we need to come up with some kind of solution as to being able to still access that whilst then sealing it all off. So yeah, quite a few bits that we really need to make sure that we've got access to. It's currently looking like this. It always feels so destroying having to undo before you can redo, but I think that this step is really worthwhile. And actually it does mean that we can plan out a little bit better and maybe touch up any, like there's some rust bits here that have not been treated, so we'll do all those as well. Thanks for watching. Please do join us next time where we continue on with the van build and we also find out if our windows are watertight.